So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope all of you are very fine. And in the meditation movement AI session in the understanding level 2, and we discuss our goals and learning and journey, important ideas and help us and everyone personally and professionally. And in this session, about an approach, scale and extra expanding knowledge, but better understanding analytical topics and continuing this and discuss and other interesting and informative topic agriculture problems solution move forward our topic and the detail and discussion with ChatGPT during a session and getting valuable information or information and make another with more engaging unique and circle. We can request and stay and with us enter and the session to make understanding topic and can maximize learning and benefit in today discussion. So let's start with the session. So hello, GPT, how are you? GPT.
Of course. Take care, and if you ever need to revisit anything or just chat again, I'll be here. Have a great day.
Okay. So ChatGPT, this is my topic. Uh, agriculture programs. Agriculture programs and
Sure. I'd love to.
problems and one and other countries problems. So I discuss and this topic related discussion. So before this topic related explain me and after this topic related
Uh,
some question.
of course. So, agricultural reform refers to changes in policies, practices, and structures in agriculture. Things like land distribution, modernization, or support for small farmers. After explaining that, I'm ready for any questions you have about specific problems in different countries or how reforms might help.
Okay, so and this topic my first question.
You're welcome.
What
If you
are the major agricultural challenges and facing Pakistan and how they affect and society, economy and growth?
That's a really important point. Agricultural reform in Pakistan could have a huge impact. By modernizing farming techniques, improving irrigation, and ensuring fair access to land or credit, it can boost productivity and farmer incomes. That in turn lifts rural livelihoods, reduces poverty, and spurs overall economic growth, helping both society and the broader economy progress. I'm really glad.
So my next question, how does water scarcity impact agriculture productivity and what a long-term solution can address this issue?
That's a great question. Worker security is crucial. When farmers and agricultural workers feel safe, they're more productive, they stay healthier, and they're less likely to have disruptions. Over the long term, solutions could include better labor laws, fair wages, access to insurance, and training programs. When workers thrive, agriculture thrives, and so does the economy.
Okay, so my next question, how can climate change and weather
Uh,
uh, patterns
exactly.
affecting
Climate,
agriculture sector and Pakistan?
yes, right. So in Pakistan, climate change is really disrupting agriculture. We see more erratic weather, droughts, and floods. This puts stress on crop yields, makes farming less predictable, and it especially hurts small farmers who don't have resources to adapt.
So, okay, so my next question. What is the what is the role what role does outdated farming technology play in reducing crop and farmers' income?
That's a great question. Advanced farming technology can really transform outcomes. Things like precision agriculture, improved irrigation, drought resistant seeds, they all help reduce crop losses. As a result, farmers get more stable yields and better incomes, so they're more resilient to climate shocks and market fluctuations.
Okay. How can modern agriculture technologies improve the efficiency, uh, productivity, and sustainability and farming?
Yeah, definitely. Modern agricultural technologies can make a huge difference. For example, precision farming uses data and sensors to apply water, fertilizers, and pesticides only where needed, reducing waste. Drones and satellite imagery help monitor crops, and automation reduces labor costs. Altogether, this improves efficiency, boosts productivity, and makes farming more sustainable for the long run.
How does land fragmentation affect agriculture development and productivity in rural areas?
Yeah, land fragmentation is a big issue. When land is divided into many small plots, it makes farming less efficient. You can't easily use modern machinery, and economies of scale are lost. This lowers productivity, limits income growth for farmers, and often keeps rural areas stuck in poverty. So it really holds up development.
Okay. What challenges do farmers face and access, and agricultural credit, and how can financial institution and support them?
Yeah, that's a real challenge. Farmers often struggle with access to credit because of lack of collateral, complicated application processes, or high interest rates. Financial institutions can help by offering microloans, creating tailored products for small farmers, and simplifying access, so that with better financial support, farmers can invest in their farms, adopt modern practices, and grow their income.
How do how do cost harvest losses affect an agriculture economy and the mayor can reduce and the losses?
Absolutely. Crop losses, often from pests, weather, or disease, can devastate farm incomes and food supply. That in turn weakens the rural economy and overall agricultural growth. Measures to reduce losses could include better weather forecasting, pest management, resilient crop varieties, and investment in storage and infrastructure, so farmers have a safety net. Yeah, soil degradation is a huge threat. When soil quality declines due to erosion, nutrient loss, or overuse, crop yields drop, making farming less profitable and less sustainable. In the long run, this puts future food security at risk. To combat it, we need regenerative practices like crop rotation, organic fertilizers, and reduced tillage so that soil health is preserved and farming can continue for generations. Yeah, there are a few big barriers. One is the cost. Many farmers can't afford the upfront investment in technology or modern inputs. There's also a lack of training and awareness. Farmers might not know how to implement new techniques. Plus, issues like limited access to credit, poor infrastructure, and sometimes bureaucratic hurdles all slow adoption. So these need to be addressed holistically to help farmers modernize. That's a great point. Agricultural education can empower farmers with knowledge. They learn about new techniques, how to manage risks, and adopt modern methods. By providing training, extension services, and farmer networks, they gain confidence and skills. That way, they can innovate, boost productivity, and tackle challenges like climate change more effectively. Yeah, that's a big issue. When there's an energy shortage, it limits the ability to power irrigation systems, so water pumps can't run and crops might not get enough water. That reduces yields, stresses plants, and ultimately lowers productivity. So, energy stability is really crucial for reliable agriculture. Yeah, urbanization really reduces agricultural land because as cities expand, farmland gets converted into housing, roads, and infrastructure. That shrinks rural communities, reduces farmer populations, and often breaks traditional agricultural ties. Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Exactly. Diversification is really powerful. When farmers grow a variety of crops or raise different livestock, they're less dependent on one single income source. This reduces risks from price swings or bad weather, and it stabilizes their overall income, which helps them invest and plan for the future. Yeah, corruption in agriculture is really damaging. When subsidies, loans, or resources are misallocated, small farmers get left behind and they can't compete. That limits productivity and innovation. At a national level, it drains public funds, reduces trust in institutions, and slows economic development. So everyone suffers in the long run. Yeah, public private partnerships can be really powerful. Governments can provide a supportive policy environment like infrastructure, research, or access to finance, while private companies bring in innovation, technology, and efficiency. Together, they can scale up solutions, better seeds, smarter irrigation, and more resilient supply chains. So agriculture as a whole benefits. Yeah, natural disasters like floods or droughts can devastate agricultural productivity. They destroy crops, damage infrastructure, and leave farmers with huge financial losses. Over time, that reduces food supply, pushes up prices, and makes rural livelihoods really fragile. So, resilience planning is key. Absolutely. Digital technologies like mobile apps, data analytics, and online marketplaces can really revolutionize agriculture. Farmers get real time information on weather, prices, and best practices, which boosts productivity. This can raise rural incomes, reduce poverty, and foster local entrepreneurship. When combined with agricultural research, developing resilient crops, efficient techniques, this all helps build a more food secure future by making farming more adaptable, efficient, and sustainable. Yeah, that's a really important lesson. Pakistan can look at countries like India, Brazil, or China, where targeted investments in research, irrigation, and farmer education drove modernization. The lesson is that a holistic approach, supporting small farmers, adopting technology, and ensuring fair access to credit, can be a game changer. So, learning from those examples, Pakistan can adapt strategies to its own context and really scale up. That's a great thought. If I were in that role, I would focus on a few key areas. First, I'd invest in farmer education and training, helping them adapt to modern techniques and climate-resilient crops. Second, I'd expand affordable credit access so farmers can invest in technology and inputs. Third, I'd prioritize irrigation infrastructure, building more efficient and resilient water systems. And finally, I'd encourage research and innovation, partnering with universities and tech firms so we constantly evolve the sector for long-term resilience and growth. You're so welcome. I really enjoyed discussing this with you. If you ever want to dive deeper into any specific agricultural policies, technologies, or case studies, I'm here and happy to help.